We're going to show you guys what we're putting under the hood of this thing. And those you Honda people out there are whoa, where'd he get the money for that? B18C Integra Type R engine. These right now to buy are about 10 grand.
Scientific minds we have today.
Marco Colbert, Speedokote Refinish Network. All right, guys, we got some exciting news. Some of you guys have been commenting on my YouTube page for a while with the Hondas and stuff like that. Oh, why don't you build one that's actually fast? You know, you guys are right. You know, so we finally got a race car. For years and years and years, I just did the basic stuff to my Hondas, you know, bolt-on, suspension, brakes, exhaust, intake, blah, 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 you know, stuff. This was like the, you know, the Need for Speed, like the stage 1 package, you know. It made your car, your Honda, a little quicker, but it wasn't like fast. It was quick, but you know.
Too soon, Junior.
So check this thing out. 1996 Honda Civic EK hatchback. So already stripped out, already gutted. It's got some soundproofing in the back, already fully caged. So if we do go under 10 seconds in this car, which will not be for a while till we, you know, really build this thing up. You know, we're already legal to go under 10 seconds. It's got the official Bride racing seats, quick disconnect steering wheel, custom made dash with all your gauges, this little cool center console, Willwood brakes front and back. That alone right there is about $1,500 to $2 grand depending on where you shop. These don't look fancy, but these are actually Racing Heart M5 wheels. These are the one-piece version to the wheels that were on the Supra from the original Fast and the Furious. Under the hood, we got these cool little struts. That way, you know, you just lift up the hood and boom, no need to grab the little thingy. Fully painted engine bay. I told the original owner I'm going to keep it gold just to honor, you know, him and his dad. I'm pretty sure he told me his dad passed away. You know, they built this car together, him and his dad. Just amazing story behind this, guys. I'll include some pictures in the end. Brand new headlights, lip kit. I mean, this thing has pretty much everything a Honda lover could want and need besides an engine. Fully built suspension with function form. Coilovers, those alone are about $1 grand anywhere you go. You know, this thing is pretty built up. Now, y'all probably are wondering, well, Marco, you ain't got an engine. What are you going to put on it? That we got over here in the new shop. We're going to show you guys what we're putting under the hood of this thing. And those you Honda people out there are, whoa, where'd he get the money for that? Let's clean this place up. Yep, this is where all the nice stuff is. I don't show this one on camera a whole lot, but yep. Way at the end, we got something a little special over here. As you guys probably already know what this is. B18C Integra Type R engine. These right now to buy are about 10 grand. This is not your typical USDM GSR Integra engine. These are way nicer. USDM puts out around 170 horsepower, 180 and some, around that. That puts out, I believe, 220 or 210. It's that old dusty engine right there with a eBay Ching Chang turbo kit, block guard, stage 3 clutch, all the supporting components. We're talking 3 grand max. This car will put out right around 400 horsepower, and it, with the right traction, could run about 11 to 12 seconds in a quarter mile. Not bad for a couple $1,000 bucks. The engine I got on a deal. I didn't pay $10,000 for it. It was a package deal with another car. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I paid for it, but I got it for a good deal. Said and done, I'm gonna have less than $8,000, and that's if I really go into the turbo. I could put on an eBay turbo for $900, a stage 3 clutch, and a tuned computer without block guard, without none of that, and make about 320 horsepower. And then that car will be fast. You're smoking Mustang GTs, you're smoking stock Corvettes. However, my thought is, okay, if we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put the engine in, we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna build it for 500 horsepower, 400 to 500 horsepower. We're gonna do block guard, we're gonna do, probably some forged rods and pistons, all the, just the basics, you know what I mean? I don't really need to build that head, because that head is already, pretty sure. I'm not a Honda expert. I'm into Hondas, but I'm not expert like some of these other guys. That head already is like, something with the head is different from that, from the USDM version. So we're gonna be taking this thing over to the mechanical shop, and that's where it's gonna sit while we collect parts. We put everything together, we figure out a parts list, we start ordering stuff, getting everything together, throw everything right in the hatch bag, get everything together. But until then, I'm gonna put it over in the mechanical shop. However, I'm not putting it over in the mechanical shop dirty like this. So PowerSmart sent us their biggest and best pressure washer that they sell. This is the 3400 PSI, 210cc, 2-year warranty, best of the best. They sent us their generator, which we will try that out in a different video. We're mainly trying to get the car clean right now. So we're gonna go ahead, unbox this thing, get this thing washed up, and get over to the other shop, and stay tuned for other videos. We're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be getting this thing together here soon, probably by midsummer, end of summer. And enjoy the ride. This is just the next journey for me. You guys, I've been making paint content for 6 years now. I was telling the old lady the other day, I was like, baby, I've been making paint content for 6 years. Time to do something different, Time to build a race car. We're not gonna be breaking records outside the box, guys. This is my first actual build, build, like turbo, building the engine, build, doing like a heavy duty, whatever. This is my first one, so I'm not going to go crazy at the bat. We're just going to try and get this thing to 300 to 400 horsepower, which is going to be fast for this car. This car weighs 2,200 pounds. The previous owner weighed this car with an engine in it. Weighs 2,200 pounds. I'm not going to try and break any records out of the gate, but we're going to see how far we can get with it this year. And then once the, new businesses, which we'll talk about that in another video, once the new businesses, flourish and take off, we'll dump a bunch more money in this thing and, have fun. Let's get this pressure washer unboxed. Let's get this thing cleaned up, and let's get over to the shop and stay tuned for the next video. All right, so we are getting ready to put together the PowerSmart pressure washer. I will say this, it is so easy to put together. I honestly just looked at the picture on the box, and it went right together. Now, as far as cleaning your car, you got two options. You can use a foam cannon if you got that type of equipment, or if you don't have any type of equipment, this is your first pressure washing experience. You first get your first pressure washer. You can actually just run to the dollar store. You can grab this foam in a can. It's the scrub-free bathroom cleaner. I've actually been doing this stuff for years. When I was like really broke, I used to actually degrease engine bays with this stuff. because this was $1, but actual engine degreaser was like $5 or $7. So yeah, you spray it on, it turns blue, and then it turns white when it's ready to wipe, clean, spray. And look, cheap way for $1. Maybe get 2 cans, so you're doing a whole car with it. Cheap way to clean up your car. Okay. Now, the more professional way and more quicker way and more ideal way is the foam cannon. That is really what's going to get your car the absolute cleanest with a professional, concentrated cleaner. Just to load up that foam cannon, it costs me about $5 every time I load it. It's not very cheap, but this will get your car the absolute cleanest. Especially if you're doing a scrub-free cleaning, which is usually the safest for the paint so you don't get a bunch of swirls in it. You're going to need a high-quality concentrated cleaner, foam it down 2 times, walk around the car 2-3 times, let it sit for about 60 to 120 seconds, and then pressure wash it off. And the Power Smart pressure washer worked really good. I was really impressed. Had lots of power, put out lots of gallons per minute, put out a lot of fluid. Highly impressed with the pressure washer. And so yeah, this is just an update, guys. I want to show off this cool pressure washer we got from PowerSmart and update you guys on what I'm doing with my life and some of my adventures. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on the next one.